Welcome into, I would call it To Your Health, probably. And you know what? We are so delighted. We have had Elana. Elana, we have had you back this time because we want to talk about depression and the signs of it and prevention. There's so much. And would you tell our audience again what you do?
So my name is Elana. I serve as the Behavioral Health Officer for Medical Advocacy and Outreach, and I provide monitoring and oversight to our behavioral health services, and that primarily consists of working with people to assist them with their mental health issues, helping people to work through issues of depression and stress and anxiety. And so in working in that capacity, we come in contact with a lot of patients as well as clients who are having significant difficulties in dealing with stress. And being that we're entering into the holiday season, it's so important to make sure that people are aware of what they are experiencing and how to deal with what they're experiencing, but most importantly, knowing that there is help available.
I agree with you. And everybody thinks, it's all Christmas tinsel and holly and jolly. And you know what? For people who have lost somebody they love or have maybe had a lot of traumatic experiences, Christmas can be an extremely stressful and very oddly depressing time.
Absolutely.
So what is it that we need to look for to be aware?
When we're looking at symptoms of depression, primarily within ourselves, we need to just kind of pay attention to when our mood is a little bit different than what it has been. We need to be observant in other people to recognize when, not other people, but ourselves as well, when people are experiencing sadness, when people are experiencing frustration, when people seem to be just a little bit more irritable or agitated, when people actively display something that reflects that their behavior is just a little bit different. Okay, and so a lot of times that is the result of just difficulties with adjusting to life as it is. We've had a lot of adjustments in life over the last couple of years.
Amen, and we certainly have.
And so one thing that we have to really pay close attention to is that, in addressing those different mood disorders and anxiety and depression, being aware of when something is not quite right and being okay with speaking out and saying, hey, I need to talk to somebody. I need to talk to somebody or I need to get some help. So it's very important that everyone is self-aware and they self-reflect and recognize when they need to reach out and ask for help. The holiday season can be a little bit challenging for a lot of people because each holiday reflects something different.
Right.
And oftentimes it reflects the changes that have occurred throughout the course of the year. And because the holidays reflect something different, people have to adjust and people have to adapt to, okay, this person is no longer here. This person is no longer at the dinner table. We can't always engage in the same traditions that we've engaged in the past. And so when we look at how to deal with anxiety and depression during the holidays, we first have to just acknowledge it for exactly what it is, and recognize that as long as we're here, we have the opportunity to change the narrative and create a new journey. Okay?
And then what do you suggest that what is the action someone can take once they have the realization, hey, I'm not really doing that well with this?
The first step, once they're honest with themselves that they're really not doing that well, that's key. That is so important. But the next step is being okay with talking to someone and saying, hey, I need some help. I need to talk to someone. I know that something is not quite right with me and I want to get better. That's the first step. Just opening up and expressing that they want the help. There are a lot of resources available in the community. We recently had the release and the launch of 988, which is the suicide lifeline.
Great.
That suicide lifeline is available to anyone who is experiencing a mental health emergency or a substance abuse emergency. And keep in mind, emergency is defined differently by everybody, okay? So any feeling of hopelessness, any feeling of despair, no matter how small or how large it is something that can impact your mental health. And so the objective is for us to be able to learn how to deal with stress and cope and recognize that we can't all deal with it by ourselves on our own. We might have to reach out and ask for help. And there is help available. Just dial 988 and a trained clinician will respond to that phone call and provide the support that's needed. Alabama has launched
Wonderful.
numerous initiatives over the last couple of years to address the mental health crisis within the state. And so there are resources available, there are counselors available, there is support available for anyone who needs it. They just have to take that initial step of acknowledging that they need the help and just pick up the phone and call and ask for help. And then the other thing to also keep in mind is that just reach out to someone. Reach out to someone, a trusted someone that you know that you're safe with, that can offer you the support and the assistance that you need. We all need help with something. We all need a little bit more support with something. So we want to encourage everyone to utilize resources that are available to them during the holiday season.
Amen. None of us stand alone.
Absolutely.
And you have churches, you have family, you have friends that you trust, and you have a phone number you can call.
Absolutely. And those are some really great resources, and it's not a bad idea for everyone, whether it's the holiday season or not, to just have a couple of resources for support available that you know you can call on at any time to support you and assist you.
Okay, thank you so very much, and don't hesitate to reach out. That's the main thing. Reach out. There'll be somebody to help you. And thanks for being with us, and we'll be right back.